Yeah. All right. Anytime you are ready, let's give Clyde a good song. Hookah. Oh, here we go.
I grew up hating being Native. Hated it. Being raised in the Western world, I never felt included. There was always a piece of me that never felt like I belonged. So easy to pick on visible minorities, right? You dirty Indian. 10 years old to feel that. I never felt safe.
Now, young pine, a local indigenous fancy dancer.
In our language, we like to greet ourselves. We'll say, Oki, Nistu, Anikuk, Piita, Pizatspi. My family is from the Kainai Nation. We say Gana Nation, which is the biggest reserve in Canada, and it belongs to the Blackfoot Confederacy. My dad, he's pure 100% Blackfoot. Cowboy of the Year, rodeo champion. He's just known on the Blood Reserve as the Cowboy. They're a rodeo family. The Young Pine name is not in powwow. It's not in fancy. I'm the first fancy feather dancer from the Young Pine family. I grew up in a pretty gnarly household, I guess. My parents had separated when I was really young. My dad, he was really trying to find himself within that time. I know that's not his choice. I know it's his trauma. Growing up in residential schools, I know that trauma is real. My mom was also in addiction herself, so if she couldn't care for herself, how could she care for me, right? That wasn't my mom when she was drinking. She had trauma. She told me about her childhood so many times, and it was just hell growing up in her house. And she didn't have the tools to fix herself. Skateboarding's so huge to be like, I can do this on my own. My brother, Kelly, he was like so deep into skateboarding. could have been anything, I guess. Like, that was my hero, right? Race and gender, none of it mattered. I can do this forever without judgment. I just knew it was like a protection at the same time, because I could always run to it. Whatever was happening at home, I had my skate. It's a thing of its own, and people who don't skate don't understand skating. It's like a family where we have that connection. I did become obsessed with it. Where I'd be in school, all I was thinking about was skating. Other things were important, but not as important as skating. That sort of built confidence for myself. Like, if you want something bad enough, you can do it. And that was skateboarding for me. I started skating in contests. I became more talented than I had ever expected. I took it to a pretty high level. I really spiraled out of control around the time I graduated. I never thought I would come to that place in my life to be experimenting with like hard drugs and pills and like cocaine, but maybe I looked for those outlets like that I didn't get at home. No repercussions. I didn't really have responsibility to sort of like focus on more than that, so I would party and I would miss work and I wouldn't even call in. Nothing was more important than getting my next fix. That was normal. I didn't know what addiction was. No one was there to help me with it, right? I had to do this all myself. I lost everything. I was 20 years old when I was at Sutana Powwow. I didn't go back to the powwow in probably like 13 years. Friday at 7 o'clock, grand entry started. The lights are on. Everyone's there. And I was just like so frustrated. I was in addiction at the time. Like I felt like at home again at that powwow. At the same time, I was just like, I know nothing about this. I had no idea what powwow was. I didn't know it was a contest. I didn't know there was different categories. I didn't know that fancy feather was a thing.
Yeah, so we just keep, and we'll just like cruise at the end of it, like, because I think at the very end, I'll sing over top, kind of off the mic while you guys are still singing. And we'll just kind of...
Dancing bug's always been there for me, right? I've always had it in there to become a dancer, but my mom was non-Indigenous, essentially. She was raised the Western way, and we were raised the Western way, so there was no culture. Everyone hears that drum a different way, but hearing that grand entry, I knew somehow that was the next chapter in my life. It's hard to explain what happened in that day, right? What I felt in my heart, I guess. It was just like connecting with my culture. That was sort of like me coming out of that like cocoon. And that's all I did for about 3 years was dancing Grand Entry. It wasn't about registering to get into the contest. It wasn't about dancing to actual fancy feather songs. Being out there, no matter what I looked like, it was just like, I'm doing this. I'm doing what I was born to do. I was always so afraid as a kid to be Indigenous. And now that I do have this availability in my soul to like really take it on, I'm gonna do it as much as I can. Dancing is my skateboarding now. You can let all the distractions go away and really just like become one with that outfit. You're free. There's a good spirit that lives with your outfit. And if you bring alcohol around it, that good spirit will leave. And I said, if something so pure and freeing is gonna be disabled from the party, can't do it anymore. If I didn't have that distraction of like partying and stuff, like I had full control. What other things can I bring into my life that are so amazing that can make that look like poison? I look at those moments in my life and I don't ever want to be in that situation again. I'm so proud of who I am, and my journey's not over. I'll be 8 years sober this November, but if I don't really work on what's really under those layers, I don't think I ever will. I see so many people that were like me growing up. I grew up with trauma, and I was so fortunate to come out of it and to be able to use my voice to do it in such a positive way. That's my dream. I have an amazing 6-year-old son who makes me want to be a better person every day, and a really educated wife who's just supported me ever since we met, and I don't know where I'd be without those two in my life. How is a celebration of just Indigenous people and family and community and relationship. My mom passed away April 17th in 2016. My mom would always say that outfit was made with love. You treat it with love. You don't get angry in it. You put it on with a good heart. And that's why I'll still dance. That's why I'll still dress up. Because I'm gonna keep that spirit alive.